I bet none of you were expecting this now, were you? Me neither. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. This is the Gen 3 remakes used on the Gen 6 engine. Indeed, this game came out amidst disappointing reviews from X and Y. This was GBA's first remake on the 3D rails, and of course, since the original Pokemon Ruby and the original Pokemon Sapphire were kind of, well, trash, I played Emerald. Emerald was fun. Emerald got me adjusted to Sceptile as well as a lot of others, but years later, Groudon has now become a credible threat in the form of Primal Groudon, which is a terrifying beast. And if you've seen the stats below and his ability, he doesn't die to water, which is the biggest concern, and has turned him into a big, massive, fiery threat. One that unstabilizes the region of Hoenn. Our job, of course, is to basically start our journey again and encounter this big, huge threat. So, what is this LP going to be? Well, essentially this is going to be what Pokemon Ruby was going to be in the original, if I had actually played it. Groudon was a credible threat. Groudon was more popular than Kyogre, despite what the metagame physics says, and Primal Groudon was a lot better than Primal Kyogre. Even though there was another credible threat because of this game, that made the two of them look like chumps, but Primal Groudon's got some range. So, with that being said in mind, let's get on with it. Back to Hoenn we go. Now, I've got to say something first before we begin. This soundtrack is beautiful. It just gives me that vibe of GBA Advance, of Game Boy Advance soundtrack, which was really cool. As when I first played this game for the first time, I was in the hospital with a liver abscess. This was not fun, so literally when I was playing this, I literally wept because the soundtrack was good. And I wanted to play my characters again. Anyway, in the original, you had Mancho help you moved in, whilst if you notice in Emerald, for instance, you had a couple of Vigoroths to help you move in, which is what makes things a little bit different. But anyway, the game just pretty much sets itself out like it was in the original. So you got a little bit of a touch screen at the bottom, and now you got at the time. If you played the original Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald, if you had a pirated copy of this game, there was no way you could literally evolve it. And yeah, I'm a bit of a late out myself. So you played the original, so if you just pretty much play, it pretty much plays the same as it was in Ruby and Sapphire. Oh god, let's just go with the flaws I had in Ruby and Sapphire. The font, that style, the adventure rule, and the capitals letter, and all that, it was everything. It just was all over the place. You had a Wii U, which is basically a sign of the times, a giant Snorlax doll, which is the introduction of dolls in this game, and your mother basically tells you to come quickly because your father's on the screen. Now, it never specifically said where this family came from, but they mentioned it years later that May's family in the anime moved in from the Johto region, so I'm gonna treat that as it was, which is treat this as it was. More or less, treat this as basically Brendan and friends, Brendan and his family, moving from the Johto region, and you now move next door, and then you are going to meet a new friend in the form of your rival. This is May, and a whole load of fans came out for May, especially considering the only previous female protagonist in this quick game was an insert named Crystal, or Chris, if you remember that. But anyway, May is your friend for life. Well, for this reason anyway. She's also your rival, and this is the introduction of friendly rivals, because in the previous two generations, Blue was a dick and Sil was a dick. So now, her father is Professor Birch, which is nice. Which is probably the reason why in the case of May in the anime, blah 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 and all that stuff, even though she had a stupid brother named Max and he was basically there just for the token. Well, I got nothing else to do but just carry the Pokedex and completely ruin Brock, nullify Brock as a complete twit. And he is nowhere to be found. Yeah, that's the more important thing here, is that we haven't found Professor Birch yet. Taught us to be around here, and I'll probably tell you that, noticing the power of the 3DS is staggering. Yeah, you probably noticed that this is basically a alternate universe where you begin the journey in Hoenn, but with modern adaptations. The original saga has its own thing, and I would pretty much like say no, not touch the original. But we have that one. But anyway, you pretty much telling the Professor's A tells you that he is on Route 101, and we are going to head up, talk to the kids. So someone mentioned someone was screaming. We better go investigate, and we discover that once again, in 3D, Professor Birch is being chased by Poochyena. It's a Zigzagoon. It's, I believe, a Zigzagoon in Emerald, but he's being chased anyway. So now I'm gonna pick up Pokemon. Torchic, Mudkip, or Trico. And for the purposes of this LP, we're picking Mudkip. Indeed, we are picking Mudkip. Well, shit. This is what happens when I drop things. Ridiculous. Anyway, Mudkip. If you've never played a Gen 6 game, basically the whole thing is now in 3D, and most of these models are now have been adapted by Sugimori art. Everything from this point on is Sugimori art. Also in HD, if some of you for those high definition types of images. This is also run on emulation. The emulation for Citra is not perfect. It's not 100%. It is playable. It's just got sound issues and it's not fully presented. But we've saved Professor Birch from the Poochyena, and basically he'll mention, but then he'll notice that you are his best friend's kid. So let's go to the lab now, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then Professor Birch goes into the lab, and then you follow him, and then pretty much the nice introduction kicks in. And Professor Birch mentions that you gladly saved his life. So he'll fall. So within this continuity, Professor Birch and your father are best friends, and he thanks you by giving you the mudkip that we just used. We're not going to nickname the mudkip. That's probably going to be a later thing. And even if I put nicknames up, it won't be for all because I've already got like a few episodes already recorded. But anyway, we're going to meet at May level route 103. Basically, this is a very short route. And a very short route to get your bearings, but at least it's not that complicated as X and Y, because the gap between the first and second bit of a noise. Anyway, this is a work in progress because these things are a little bit different and it goes a lot faster. So next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we're gonna go ahead and move up to Oakdale Town and spend some time with our brand new Mudkip. See you guys next time. Bye for now.